Hi, it's David Gomm in the stained glass studio, and on today's video we want to talk about tables. We've had a couple of questions, and so we thought we'd explain how to make a table. Now this is the table that we work on the most, and if you go to our website you'll be able to see the link to get the plans for the table at the bottom of any one of the pages you're on. You go to the bottom of the page and you click on how to build a table. That'll take you to the instructions, and also I'm going to put the link to it down in the description of the video and also in this crawl, so you should be able to get to it. I want you to have these plans. They're free. We want you to be able to build a table that'll be adequate for you. It'll show you the different steps. I'll show you these later. So that's what I wanted to tell you about tables. You know, you've got a nice top, you've got this important guide to slide your glass up to, and also to run your T-square cutter. Now you can see that on this table we went the T-square cutter this way. On this table we go the other way. Just because we thought it would be handy to be able to have two different directions. Okay, now this is the area where we build our great big windows. We don't like to build great big windows. They're really difficult to deal with. But sometimes you have to do some things that you don't want to. So this is our big table area, but look here. If you flip this up, it's not just one table, it's three. This is a half-size table, a full-size table, and a half-size table. Now I want to point out that this piece here is a great big full sheet of plywood, but it's really thin, and then it's stapled to this framework, which makes it really rigid, except, you know, you can flop it around a little bit. You can see it flop. Okay, so now I put it down, and you'll notice on that small table there is a ledge for us to use a T-square on. Sometimes we'll take all this apart and set the tables out on the driveway if we have lots of students, and that's one of the things that we like to do. Okay, another thing we wanted to talk about was wear and tear on the table. Now look here. Somebody asked if nail holes was a problem, but we don't put that many nails in our tabletop itself. However, we get little scratches whenever we're doing work with the T-square cutter. So that creates more problem, and so then every once in a while we'll take a sander to it and sand it all down and then remark our lines, and that's what we do. There have been a couple of times where we've taken off the old tabletop and replaced it. So what we usually do with pattern pieces, here is a piece of drywall, and you can see there's all kinds of holes in it because we've put a whole bunch of different patterns down on it. Now here's one that is on a piece of drywall as well. It's protecting the table, it holds well, drywall is inexpensive, and then over here we have, bigger pieces for other shapes. This was pretty loose, it's pretty small, thin. I like a thicker one better. You know, this one here, we use it for bigger pieces. So that's what we do. We've got another drywall piece there. So anyhow, the article on how to put a table together first shows you how to easily put the 4 2x4s together. Then, after you put the 4 2x4s together, you put your piece of plywood or your particle board on top. Then you turn it upside down, put the legs in. The legs go here on each of the corners. Then after that, you'll need to put some braces on the legs that go around. So it's kind of like building the top and then placing it and then just putting the legs in, but you can do it however you want. And you will have the bill of materials to say what size everything should be. And there's the finished table. Or, here's the finished table. Now, one of the things that I show first in that article is how to put a great big piece of plywood underneath for your top in there, but it's really not a good idea. You want to go with this method here with a number of boards. We just took boards off of pallets and put them down, and they make a great storage area. This is our cleaning and chemical area. Over here, this area gets messed up because it's our papers and patterns supplies. Harder to keep it clean. Okay, I hope I've answered your questions. You can visit our those links so that you can get to the plans. They're free. Might as well use them. And do like us and join us on Patreon. Thanks for being with us. See you next time.